Alright, so welcome to Oversimplified Insights, my channel. I'm testing my setup. So today we'll talk about falling asleep or sleep. And I want to explain to you that it's possible to fall asleep within about 30 seconds. Without any medication, without anything in particular, you just decide that you want to sleep and you fall asleep. So, in Canada, we consume $3.5 billion worth of insomnia pills annually. So 15% of Canadians fit the criteria for the syndrome of having insomnia, which represents roughly 5 million people. So it's big money, obviously, and also obviously they don't want to tell you how to fix this problem. They want you to take pills and keep taking pills because it's much better for their wallet. And so you have your body and you have your mind. So the body and the mind. Now, for sleep to happen, these two have to be together. So they have to be together in the same place with you. And this is a difficulty. And this is the reason people don't fall asleep. Because when your body is tired, it will fall asleep. You will fall asleep very easily. Unfortunately, your mind is probably far away and not present with you, with your body. And so this causes a problem because since they need to be together for you to fall asleep, and your mind is far away, you can't fall asleep. So a few very important things. First one is you cannot force sleep. All you can do is just create the right conditions for sleep to come to you. So you need to create the right conditions. For sleep to come. So basically you cannot force sleep, you welcome sleep. So why is it that your mind is either in the past or in the future or somewhere else? So the reason why your mind is either in the past or future or somewhere else is because your mind is a biocomputer. So your mind is a biocomputer. And its main function is to keep you alive. And to keep you alive, what it does is it remembers events in the past, and it remembers things that you didn't like or that were a threat to your survival, and it wants to avoid that in the future. So it's either analyzing the past, thinking about the future, either wanting to create moments that you would like or trying to avoid things that you don't want to happen, or it's entirely somewhere else. And this is the problem. And so what you need to do to fall asleep in 30 seconds anywhere that you want is to actually bring the mind into the present. So you want your mind to be in the present. And believe it or not, that's actually really easy to do. However, we're not trained that way. So we're not trained to actually bring the mind into the present. And the short answer is simply to think about your sensations or focus on your sensations. So you focus on how you're feeling, how your body is feeling, how your breathing is, how comfortable your bed is, anything that has to do with the present moment and the here and the now. Again, if you were counting sheep, actually, it sounds really stupid, but it actually works, because counting sheep makes you come back to the present and you're not either in the past or the future or somewhere else. And so, how do you do that? Well, you need to become aware of what your mind is doing. So you need to build awareness. And to build awareness, probably the easiest thing to do is to observe your mind. So you want to observe your mind. And how do you do that? Well, the most common path is to actually decide to start to meditate. So, and I want to make a distinction about meditation. It's a very abused and distorted word nowadays. Meditation means that you're present with yourself. And so if you do guided meditation, you're actually doing self-hypnosis. It's not actually meditation. So you have to understand that. The only real way to meditate is without any help. It's just to focus on what you want to focus on. This could be the subject of another video, but for now, let me just tell you that if you learn to meditate, and some people can learn to meditate in 2 weeks, some people can learn to meditate in 1 day. All you have to do is not practice it, which is another very distorted word nowadays. People want to call this a practice and blah blah blah, which comes from yoga, which honestly is bullshit. But what you want to do is you want to meditate, not practice meditation, you want to meditate. You want to be present, you want to be focused on your sensations, your body, you want to scan. So you could do Vipassana meditation if you want a rather intense but very relevant introduction to it, which is a 10-day retreat. Or you can decide to meditate and follow different methods to do it. But if you meditate, for some people it might take 2 weeks. For some people it might take 2 months. But I can guarantee that within 6 months of daily meditation, you will be able to bring your mind into the present with your body, and you will fall asleep within 30 seconds anywhere you want, no matter what your situation is. So there is a abandonment in that. So you have to abandon yourself, you have to trust the universe, you have to let go, you have to feel safe, and when you do all of that, you fall asleep. And you don't need pills, and we can stop spending $3.5 billion annually, and yeah, you'll be all much happier about it. That's it.